All right, let's have a look. Clean and front squat. It looks good. It looks like that way it should look. Set 2. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'd like to see a more aggressive turnover. Like, you actually pull your elbows up hard so that you're actually pulling yourself down under the bar instead of just dropping. But, fairly clean. Not bad. So we were quite conservative with the clean and front squat weight this week. Mostly because of the hip thing. Which looks like it's not going to be too much of an issue. Yeah, it's just the aggressiveness of the turnover. You have to actually like pull yourself under the bar. You're kind of just dropping. So like that's the main thing to focus on your cleans. Is like pull yourself under the bar a bit more aggressively. All right. I really liked your jerks recently. The caption says the re-rack was a mess. Nice. Although what I would say is, if I'm going to be picky, a little bit of a shift forward in the bottom. We did talk about this as well. Like it's slightly better than it was, but like still slightly overextended here. It's a lot better than it was. So the position is better, but when you dip, like there's too much movement, right? Like we need to lock. Let me draw a box for you. This entire section of your body should be completely rigid, right? It should be locked in together. So it shouldn't move at all. But you can see like that little like twist of your hips as you go down. So try and think about like squeezing your glutes and like engaging that lower ab, and you should be able to reduce that. But like split position is nice. Good. Good front squat there. There should be like a rhythm between the clean and the jerk, right? So the duration of the gap between sort of resetting from the clean recovery and then going into the jerk should be about the same every time. There's a big pause here. What are you thinking about it? You're not really supposed to think, right? You got to think before you lift, not during the set. If you think, you'll move slower. Not bad. I know it's a lightweight, but like you need to be aggressive enough with your legs that your heel actually comes off the ground. I did on that one. There you go. You can see like towards the end of the set, right? When you accumulate a little bit of fatigue, you started to actually like come up onto the toes, but you can see these early reps. Your heels are staying down, but we always want to practice a maximally aggressive drive. So like get right up on your toes, push a bit more with your legs, even with the, like at the beginning of the set when it's easy. Let's see if you dropped off at all. There we go, we're getting up on the toes a bit better. Dip on these. It's not, if I can catch it, not as straight as it was in your jerks, right? So like, it's not terrible, but it's not vertical, right? See the difference in those two angles? So you got to bring that face back, lean back a little bit more, dip a bit straighter. Alright, push presses are pretty solid. Let's have a look at those back squats. Yeah, really not bad. There's a lot of movement in the upper back, like those elbows are coming around quite a lot. Like, so you could definitely do with working on trying to like lock everything together. It looks like your hands are quite wide. So bring your hands in as close as possible, and then make sure that your wrist stays neutral as well, right? Can you see? Let me. Bear with me a second. Like, keep your wrist in this position. Don't let it do that. You gotta like push your hand over the bar. If you do that, you'll find it's much easier to stay. Like essentially, what that does is it locks the position of the elbow to the position of the thoracic spine. So that way you can use your arms to help keep your back tighter. So hands close, wrist neutral, don't let it break like that. And that'll tidy up those back squats. You caption this is a sloppy set. Let's have a look. Yeah, balance isn't great, is it? A little bit forward on the foot in those first couple of reps at least. It's not too bad really. Mostly you got to focus on like fixing the upper back position. Nice t-shirt, love to see that. You have apologized in the caption for the angle. Like, there's only so much analysis you can do from the front. There are a couple of things though, right? Like here, you see how like you're pointing your elbow pits forward like that. What you got to do is turn your arms in, internally rotate your arms a bit more, right? What that does is it means that like your elbow, instead of pointing backwards, is pointed up, which means that when you come to pull yourself under, you'll go this way, whereas if your arms are turned that way, then your elbow comes back instead of up, which means that the arm like swings forward. Like the bar ends up out here, right? Instead of being close, as if you went up there. So, you know, some value to be gained from the front. You got to internally rotate those arms more and you'll get a much better turnover. It feels a bit weird at first. When you turn your arms in, try not to like push the shoulder forward. You got to keep the shoulder where it is and then just rotate from the arm. Oh, here we go, got the right angle now. It's fairly tidy, pretty close. Nice bottom position there, beautiful, well done. Pretty decent. Some CrossFit walk in front of you. Alright, clean. Nice. Front squat, nice. It's just like we looked at the other day. These are really solid. Okay, cool. This is a pretty good week's training. A couple of things to work on there. Let me know how you find this style of video review, whether you like it, whether you prefer the old style. And let me know if you have any questions. Looking at... where's it gone? Let me bring up... Bear with me a second. So, week 3, mostly just increasing the weights. I might bump some of these up, having just reviewed that footage. Everything looks pretty easy. Like particularly the clean and jerk stuff, where we're a bit behind in weight just because we started more conservative. But I really like how you're moving, which is great. And I think as we move into a more challenging program, you've kind of set yourself up quite well to make some really good progress. So well done.